Hey Health Nuts, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Miss Cashew, the boxer on Instagram who has eye bookers. And today's video, I'm chatting about 10 things I wish I knew before getting a puppy. I know I'm not alone. I never grew up with dogs, so it was like a whole new experience when we got Cashew. And like I said, I know I'm not alone, and a lot of you guys maybe want a dog and don't really know what to expect. And let me tell you, it will change your life, mostly for the better, but definitely will change it. So I thought I would share with you guys 10 things that I wish I knew and I think you should know before getting a puppy. Let's hop right in. All right, so the first thing that I think is important to know when getting a new puppy is that you will lose sleep. Sleep is very precious and you may be taking it for granted right now, but when you get a new puppy, it's essentially like a newborn, just much furrier and can walk already. She basically, well, when you have a puppy, they need to go out to use the washroom outside like every couple of hours. So usually, hopefully you can't hear her snoring. Are you snoring? It's funny that she's sleeping right now as I'm talking about sleeping, but you basically have to take them out every couple of hours to show them that you want them to go out, like go potty outside and not in the house. You will have accidents, I should say that as well. So if you have any like rugs or anything in your living space, remove them. We just brought back out the rugs, but we had them gone for a couple of weeks just because like why have the temptation or just something else that you have to clean. So she's been really, really good. But at night, when you first get your puppy, you're gonna be up every couple of hours. You're gonna need to set your alarm. You're not gonna be sleeping well. And we've been so fortunate that Cashew quickly started just sleeping 8 hours a night. Thank you. Like for real though, the first 2 weeks, I was a zombie. I was just surviving. And yeah, I completely was just like, surviving off no sleep. So just be aware that you will have no sleep, and just to kind of switch, have someone to kind of like, I don't know, take turns going out in the middle of the night with your puppy, because it will quickly add up and then you'll be really tired all the time. So luckily she sleeps 8 hours now and we are super grateful for being such a good puppy. She's sleeping right now. Puppies sleep a lot, just you still have to take them outside. The next thing I wish I knew was you're gonna be outside a lot. And this may be like common sense to a lot of people, like, oh yeah, you walk a dog every day. You walk the dog all the time. So when you take them out to go potty, it's not like they go right away. You're most of the time just waiting, practicing a lot of patience, and it can take 2 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, and sometimes nothing happens and you're just outside all the time. Rain or shine, you will be outside a lot. So it's been really great now that we've been living in the house. We have the backyard she can kind of run around in. We'll usually take her for walks, but as a puppy, you know, they have a lot of energy when they are awake. So you need to take them out, you know, get that energy out so they can then just sleep and grow and do puppy things. So yeah, it's been really nice though. Now that it is getting sunnier, we're now in the spring weather. It's been a perfect time to get a puppy. I highly recommend getting a puppy during the nicer weather because like I said, you're gonna be out a lot. And I don't know, it's kind of nice though. I work from home, so it's been a good excuse to get outside more. The next thing is the time and attention that puppies need. And I was saying on Instagram that, you know, I've never had kids yet, but I feel like puppies are really close to having a kid. And so many of you guys that watch my channel messaged me and said, yes, I have both. And puppies are very much like having kids. Obviously kids I would say are more work, but puppies need your attention. She will let me know when she wants to play, when she needs me just to like hang out with her. You know, at this point, we're not having her on the couch and the bed and stuff. So when I'm working in the living room or doing something on the couch, she's looking at me and she wants my attention. So a lot of times I end up just propping a pillow on the floor, hanging out with her, and then she'll like fall asleep. But they want your attention all the time. So if you're someone who is like very like much in your own world all the time, and I don't know, like you just gotta like share your time and give them the love and attention that they need, because they need it a lot. The next thing to point out is that you will be home a lot when you get a puppy. So obviously, you know, we're working on crate training her. She's really good at night. She'll sleep 8 hours in her bedroom crate. She's snoring so loud. But she has a second crate that's here in the living room. and she's not yet accustomed to it. We are slowly training her. It's hard to put a puppy in a crate and then like watch them cry and whine. But that's something we're working on, just to get her used to it. So when we do leave the house, not for very long, but even if it's like an hour, I need to be able to put her somewhere that's gonna be safe and she's not gonna like destroy something or go to the washroom all over the house. And so just in the beginning, you gotta be home a lot. I know a lot of people who just take a week off when they get a puppy to properly train them, crate train them, and just be there with them because they're so little, and dogs are pack animals, so they need to be around people or other dogs, and they kind of just crave that. So a lot of you guys assume in my assumptions video, you guys assumed that I was a house body. I'm not. I get cabin fever really quickly. I love being outside and being social. So for me, it's been a struggle. She does like keep me occupied though, so I don't feel like I'm home all the time, and we'll go for walks and we'll go to the pet store and do things. But just FYI, you'll be home a lot when you're training a new puppy because they're just too little to be left alone for too long. So just something to keep in mind because yeah, for me, that's probably been one of the biggest struggles. But you have lots of family to babysit you. The next thing you should know is that you need to be disciplined, and not only with yourself, but with your dog. So if you're learning to have a well-trained puppy, she actually started puppy school last night, you need to be consistent and on the same page with your partner or whoever else is in the house that's training your dog. So there are certain things you want to be consistent with like how you feed them, how you take them for a walk, how you tell them to do things. You know, puppies need to know what command words mean different things. So she knows if I'm asking her to wait before I give her food, that she needs to sit calmly and wait instead of like just attacking the food bowl. So whatever type of dog you're looking for, you really need to put the work in the first like year or two in order to have a well-trained dog, and you need to be disciplined and consistent in order to do that. So for instance, you know, if we're putting food on the coffee table, we will train her right then and there that nope, like she needs to stay on her mat when there's food, that's not her food. And yeah, you just gotta be consistent and disciplined, and you're basically, you know, teaching a newborn on how you want them to behave in the home with you. The next thing is basically that puppies are kind of like babies. You have a lot of toys, you have just dog things everywhere. I have a dog like diaper bag. Things take longer. You take longer to leave the house. You have to bring their bed and all their supplies with you. So just keep that in mind. Like, you're taking care of another being, and it takes, you know, doesn't take a village, but it takes extra time. So just be wary of that. You know, if you're someone who doesn't like to be late like me, that you need to make sure that you are giving yourself extra time to leave the house, or just being more prepared. I have like some stuff already set aside in a bag in the closet. If she needs to go somewhere, I have to bring all of her supplies with her. So she's just like a little baby, little puppy baby. The next advice I'll give you is that puppies are all different. And this is really important because just like when you're a new mom or new parent, everyone's giving you all this information on what not to do, what to do, and you're just feeling overwhelmed and you don't want to be a bad parent or parent as we call it here. It's important just to know that your puppy is going to be different than someone else's puppy. And you know, it's good to like take people's feedback into consideration, but to really do your own research, talk to your vet, talk to your professionals, and talk to the people at the pet store to find out what you should be doing with your puppy. And when I first announced that I got Cashew on social media, obviously I got so many DMs from you guys congratulating me, which thank you so much. It's like, I'm super appreciative that you guys are so supportive. But I also got a lot of like, you're doing this wrong, don't do that, do this. And you know, and even like the food that we feed her, all this information was just like coming at me, and I felt like everything I was doing was wrong. And I really just had to know my dog and know what Cashew needs. And I did my own research, talked to my vet, even her food that she's on, I made sure that I checked with my vet to make sure that it was good for her. And just know she's in very good hands. We're giving her lots of love, and just something, yeah, to remember, because every dog is different. Some dogs will chew bones. We're not giving Cashew bones because I've heard things that they can crack their teeth, blah, 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 and they have puppy teeth and they're really fragile and gentle. So she's just been chewing softer things. So yeah, everyone's gonna have a different opinion and things work for different dogs. I'm sure not all dogs sleep 8 hours a night and a lot of them need to be woken up. So just like you will get into a rhythm and you will know your dog, and just know that your dog is different. Just like people, we're all different. All right, the next thing, which is an important thing if you're thinking of getting a puppy, is that puppies, guess what? They're expensive, yeah. Apparently Matt knew this already, and I think it's one of the reasons he wanted to hold off on getting a puppy. But yeah, puppies are very expensive. There are so many things that you need when bringing a dog into your home. We actually met Cashew on a Sunday, and we didn't pick her up until Thursday because even though she was ready to take home, but because Matt wanted to make sure we were prepared, we had all the things that we needed. We were fortunate enough to get some stuff as a hand-me-down from Matt's mom. Thank you, Terry. Things like cages and crates and stuff, those can be a couple $100s. So try to get them on Kijiji. Ask a friend or someone else that you know that has a dog and maybe doesn't use them anymore. Obviously things like a bed we had to buy, toys, you need a lot of toys so they don't chew your furniture. You need different treats, and even like she loves bully sticks, which do not Google what they are because you'll just be disgusted, but they're expensive. They're like, for the large pack, they're like $20 and she'll chew one up in no time. So they are expensive. Obviously you can like buy cheaper food and buy cheaper toys and stuff, but it's still gonna be an added expense. If you're maybe a student and you're just struggling to like feed yourself, maybe wait until you have the funds to get a puppy. And yeah, that's just one thing I would let you know, that puppies are expensive, and I'm happy I waited to get a dog because we've already spent quite a lot. And vet bills. Vet bills are crazy expensive, so things to think about: puppy insurance, all the vaccinations they need. Are you gonna get them spayed or neutered? Lots of expenses that quickly pop up when you get a dog. The next thing is that puppies grow so fast. Can we just talk about the fact that like Cashew's doubled in size since we got her? She's so big now, which I'm happy she's growing because I wanna be able to take her on hikes and the beach and the cottage that we don't have, but we want to rent one this summer. And it's been really nice to see her growing and be healthy, but at the same time, we're not gonna be able to hold her much longer, and I'm so sad about that. So basically, I'm just telling you guys to take as many photos as you can. There is no such thing as too many puppy photos because you will regret it if you don't. And I luckily did a full photo shoot when she was like only here for a couple days, and I'm so happy I did. I still wish I took even more, but I figure like I have a lot of puppy photos already. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. They grow so fast. I think they grow like most of their weight in like the first few months. I'm not quite sure, but like she's so big already. She's gonna get big. I don't think I mentioned she's a Boxer Mastiff mix. So she's gonna be a big girl. And she's a snorer. At night, I'm like, I can hear her snoring. I'm like, oh, we have it. How do you stop a dog from snoring? You don't. You're just like, gosh. All right, last but not least, puppies bring so much joy and love into your life, and that is like the main reason you should get a dog. Despite all of the other things, she has just been so much fun and such a joy to have in our household. I cannot imagine life without her now. Like Matt and I just like stare at her, and anytime she does anything cute, we're just like, so cute. Like, how did we not have you before? She is, I would say, free therapy, but it's not free because you gotta pay for the puppy stuff. But like, she is just constant puppy therapy. You know, for someone like me who deals with like a lot of stress and anxiety, I can guarantee like that. I'm just like I'm a testimonial that like puppies reduce stress and anxiety. Mine has like decreased significantly, and you're just like more in the present moment. You're not worrying about things as much. You're just thinking about, you know, taking care of another animal outside yourself. Like if you're someone like Matt and I, you know, we've been together for many years and we have our own routine and we're just very independent, and having to take care of something else other than ourselves has been a really nice like challenge, and just like, yeah, it's been a really nice thing, like growth, like personal growth, I think, as well. Yeah, it's just, she's been a joy to have, and I think having a pet or an animal in your life is an amazing thing. And I've already seen like my niece and nephew really warm up to her, and I think that everyone should have a pet. Not everyone, but like if you can make it work and it fits within your lifestyle, honestly, the best thing ever. So, all right, so those were my 10 things I wish I knew before getting a pup. Oh, sorry, did you want that? Did you want that? I'm sorry. Here's your carrot. Here's your carrot. So those are my 10 things I wish I knew before getting a puppy. Hopefully they will help you out if you have a puppy or if you're thinking about getting a puppy. Honestly, she's the sweetest thing ever, and you should totally follow her on her Instagram account, Cashew the Boxer. I will link it down below. And let me know if you have a dog or a cat or an animal or a pet. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what it is and what the name is. And yeah, you guys, we can all follow each other on her Instagram. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Obviously this was like a different style of video than I normally do. Don't worry, lots of smoothies and recipes and healthy living tips coming your way, but obviously Cashew is a big part of our life, and I've gotten a lot of requests for some puppy videos. I also want to do a puppy haul video on some things that we've picked up for Cashew that I think are so sweet. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fabulous day, and goodbye from Cashew and I. Hey, Cash. Hey.